Welcome. My name is Thomas Ledford, aka Taxman88. I'm here to share in this video a conversation about my client's onboarding process. And so when it comes to me doing business and me being on the internet and me looking to do business with my ideal client, my onboarding process, I want to be simple as possible. I don't want that experience to be frustrating or challenging at all for people to do business with me who looking to do business with me on what products or services I may already have to offer that may be already out there doing their research on the potential client they're looking to do business with. So when it comes to my onboarding process, I try to make that simple and effortless ideal client. So I have a couple ideal client avatars that I'm going to talk about in this video. My first one is deals with my mentorship and coaching program, which is designed for me to work with people who looking to start their own tax preparation business, get started. So no matter where you're at in your journey, experience or no experience, it doesn't matter to me. The onboarding process is slightly different for people who have no prior training or experience whatsoever versus the person who does. But the process to do business with me must be in place and must be simple as possible because you want the experience to be effortless as possible. You don't want to be challenging or frustrating for either one of you when it comes to doing business with your ideal client. So when it comes to me doing business with my ideal client, when it comes to my coaching program, where I help individuals who are looking to start their own tax preparation business get started, it basically starts out with them going to YouTube, putting in search phrases, coming across my videos, checking out my content, and then being ready to reach out to me in the form of a conversation on the phone, email, or direct chat, how they choose to do that. And then from there, I'm able to educate them on the information that they've already consumed in the form of videos to let them know that I'm the real deal and I'm able to validate my knowledge and skills once I get them on the phone and have a conversation with them. And so that's important. Also, when it comes to my mentorship coaching program, I specialize in work with new people. So a lot of times they have questions. They all have questions that I need to answer so they can feel comfortable with the process of joining my mentorship and coaching program. So once I'm able to answer those questions and concerns for them, they eventually, so for the ones who ready to take action, we move forward in the form of me sending them over an invoice to their email where they make a payment. But let me back up before that. For the client that's new with no prior experience or training, what I do for them is I send them over some information through their email that they can check out at their own leisure in the form of actual trainings that I send my new clients through who need to learn basic tax preparation knowledge and skills. I send them over some information so they can check it out for themselves first, so they can see if there's something they still want to embark on while making this the business model for themselves while it's tax preparation. So that's the different process I send clients through who have no skills or knowledge at all versus ones who have some. And so once they check out the information I sent over and get back with me, they still want to go forward. Then after that process, then I send them over invoice where they make a payment. And so since I have a one-time payment or a payment plan option, majority of them tend to take the payment plan option based on where they at financially. And so my other ideal client avatar is people who are self-employed and small business owners who need tax preparation done inside their business and who want to maximize their profits through tax deductions. And so the onboarding process, they're working with them is similar, where I reach out to them. We either get on the phone initially or email, and eventually if we get on the phone right away, then I'm able to talk and educate them on what I'm about and what I do. And then from there, I discuss going forward what the next steps to take as far as doing business with me. And once I've done that, then they take if they're ready to take action right then and there, then they follow the instructions that I gave them to doing business with me as far as making sure I get all their data sent over in a secure fashion. And so that's the process I work with clients virtually when it comes to tax preparation needs. So when it comes to those particular clients, like I said, we have a conversation. Whatever questions, concerns you may have, I'm able to answer those first. Once we get those out of the way and they decide they want to do business with me, then the next steps I give them is to how to send over their documentation to me so I can go forward in preparing their individual income tax return. And so once I've done that and prepared the return, I reach back out to them and let them know what the results are of that. And then from there, they let me know where we go from there. And so that's basically how it works when it comes to my second ideal client avatar, which is people who are looking for self-employed and small business owners who are looking to get their tax preparation returns done. And so those are the two different processes for two different types of clients based on two types of services I provide. And so when it comes to doing business with people online or offline, you want that process to be simple as possible. You don't want them to have to go through any extra hoops to do business with you because that can be frustrating. And I'm gonna give you an example of one of those. When I had my brick and mortar business and I sold retail products, I was also an Avon rep and I also had my tax preparation office all in one location. I had people who came in for Avon on a regular basis, but the problem was there was a point in my Avon business where I didn't have a payment processor to process plastic. And so that became frustrating for clients who want to spend a certain amount of money who couldn't because their money was on a debit or credit card. And so to have to leave out of my store to go try to find an ATM that was unsafe in the first place to go get money off of, to come back to me was not going to be realistic. It was not in their best judgment. It wasn't in their best favor to do that. So they more likely didn't do that. So that's one of the examples of having somebody do business with you where they got to go through an extra hoop to spend their money because you can't process a debit or credit card. It's a no-no. And so from that experience, I had to go out and make sure I had a payment processor inside my business when it came to selling retail products or just having a business transaction of whatever kind take place, and the person wanted to make a payment with a debit or credit card and not being able to meet those obligations with a potential client is frustrating, and it's not something you definitely don't want to have yourself caught up in on a regular basis, because what'll happen is they'll just stop doing business with you altogether for someone who can make that process and that experience much more simple and easy to make happen. And so that's one of the examples I'm talking about when it comes to making the process of someone doing business with you much simple, much easier to make happen. And so from there, I do my best to make sure I have a payment processor where I can accept debit and credit cards. And I'm even thinking about doing e-checks going forward next year. And that's basically talking about a digital check that you can take from a client. Because I don't really do checks. I don't really care for checks because due to check fraud, so my thing is for a person who have a traditional bank account that has a bank card, then if you got money in your account, then you can pay with your bank card. I don't want a check from you because there's a reason why you're trying to pay with a check. And so it's my job and responsibility to protect my business and at the same time try to do business with you that's in the best interest of both of us. So that's important when it comes to having someone you're looking to do business with, make that process simple to make happen. So when it comes to my coaching program, again, they go to my YouTube channel. That's my primary platform where I get discovered on. That's the place where people go looking for how to start their own tax preparation business, or even some people looking to use certain software that I may already use. They come across my videos and they like the videos that I have, and they reach out to me about those particular tax preparation softwares that I do work with. And we get on the phone, we talk about them, and I let them know that the video trainings I have for these two different type of softwares are just video trainings only. They're not the actual software package that you're going to be buying from me. You still have to go to Drake. You still have to go to my tax prep office to make it happen. I just offer video training courses that's going to help you to learn the information much quicker, much easier, and give you the type of support that tax software companies don't give you. So if you had a tax preparation question, they wouldn't answer that for you. I could. And so those are the advantages of buying certain products and services from me, that you get to ask me different types of questions that's directly related to issues you may have inside your business that the tax software vendor wouldn't know about, the payment processing vendor wouldn't know about. So that's why it's important to invest in a mentor, in a coach who has the knowledge and skills that I have that's going to be able to help you inside your business or over on the big picture. So when it comes to my video trainings concerning my software or my video training concerning all the different components of helping you start your own tax preparation business. Those are designed to help you to learn it, give you 24/7 access without me having to be there with you all day long, because in reality, I can't hang out with you all day long and give you the type of support you need when it comes to helping you start and grow a business. So videos is one of the major training components that I use to help in the process of doing business with potential clients and onboarding my clients, is that they get to watch videos first before they make a buying decision. And then from there, they call me up and they ask the questions they need to ask going forward. And once I'm able to answer those questions for them and educate them in the process, then they're a more educated consumer on what they need to know that they didn't know. And then from there, they're really ready to take action. Then our next steps, based on where they at inside their journey, the person with no knowledge or skills gets sent over some information to review, and the person who has prior knowledge and skills, they just get an invoice to take the next steps on doing business and getting ready to get involved in any potential training they may need. So when it comes to making the onboarding process simple as possible, that's what I try to do. And so since I provide two different types of services. One has been shipping coaching for people looking to start their own tax preparation business, and then I provide tax preparation needs for self-employed small business owners. The process for onboarding them is slightly different, but they both have an onboarding process that's simple and easy to make happen for my ideal client. And so if you don't know who your ideal client is, you got to learn who your ideal client is first. And then once you find out who your ideal client is, then you can craft a message that speaks to your ideal client. And so when you go to my YouTube channel and you watch a series of videos, you know, based on my messaging, who my ideal client is. And my ideal client is the person who's looking to start their own tax preparation business, regardless of what type of experience they have, it doesn't matter, because I offer a full service solution to individuals looking to start their own tax preparation business. So my client onboarding process is as simple as possible, and I constantly try to improve on that process as I started to learn more about my ideal client, and I started to see how I can make my onboarding process much more effective and much more smoother, and generate 24/7 income by having certain tools and resources and platforms in place that allow me to generate income even when I'm asleep is really important, which helps monetize what I do inside my business. And that's all part of helping my onboarding process with my potential client and my ideal client. Because I have a website that you're looking at right now where if they came across my videos first and they was confident enough in what I had, what they saw inside my videos as far as content, and they want to make a purchase of one of my products, they can go to my website and purchase certain products. They can purchase my ebook. They can purchase a one-on-one coaching discovery call session. They can even purchase my mentoring coaching program I have online, and they can also purchase a service that I provide to individuals who are looking to start their own online business as well. So it's different products and services I have on my website that they can purchase, as well as reaching out to me and talking to me about my core products, which is mentorship and coaching for people looking to start their own tax preparation business, and then my tax preparation needs for self-employed and small business owners. So those are the services that I provide. If you're looking to start your own tax preparation business, I have a special going on where you can partner with me for $999 or 3 payments of $333, and be ready to make you some money and learn how to operate a tax service for the upcoming tax season virtually. And so you get to use my infrastructure, you get to use my tax software, you get to use my tools or resources that I use to service my clients with. You get access to all that for the $999 investment. And then if you already got knowledge and skills and clientele, then you're definitely going to make your investment, returning your investment back and some going forward, because I'm going to help you and show you how to go out and market yourself where you can get your own clients over and over again inside your business, which is the most important aspect of having a business, is having clients. So when it comes to doing business with people, you want to make that experience as simple as possible. You want that experience to be enjoyable. You want that experience to be something they can remember and talk about, and even share with someone else who may be a potential client that they can bring in to you to do business with as well. And I'll see you in my next video.